सगळे आमचे CCR TV पळोवणाऱ्यांक माय मोगाचो येवकार. Yet another episode. Is politics a noble profession? We are about to witness the final contest to elect 40 MLAs of the Goa state, which goes to the polls on the 14th of February. It's the Valentine's Day. So many candidates, so many parties, confusion to the core. Situation is depressing because some people wear one cloth in the morning, another in the evening. By the time you wake up in the morning, it's totally a third or fourth color, and nobody knows where we are heading as Goa and Goans. To know more about what Goa needs, and Goa has felt the absence of a regional and the local party to look into the aspirations of the Goa and the Goans. Will a new party which has emerged recently, will they pick up what is needed to be done to put Goa back on the rails? We have with us an engineer by profession, a product of the Institute of Shipbuilding Technology in Vasco, and is now with a pharmaceutical company in the Goa Industrial Verna Estate as the senior manager. He was the co-convener of well-known Goincho Awaz along with Captain Viriato, and has been an activist for 7 to 8 years now. Hailing from Bicholim, he is going to contest from TVIM, and it's our proud privilege to present the president, the party president of Goincho Swabiman Party, Swapnesh Sherlekar. My mogaso yokar, Baba Sherlekar. बरें दिसलें की तुम्ही एक लोकल पार्टी घडून हाडल्या म्हण. And I'm a little surprised, आनी लोकूय म्हणटा लोकल पार्टीन चारूच कॅन्डिडेट कित्याक दवरले काय म्हण. पार्टी तरी आवाज करपाक जाय आनी स्ट्रॉंग मॅसेज दिवपाक जाय. तांणी 40सूय फील्ड करूंक जाय आशिल्ले. You are a new party. Maybe you have your own problems of infancy, and infancy is the most critical period as you may face. Could you tell us?
कशें आसलें, आमी न्यू पार्टी, आमी प्रत्येक पावल घालता ते फुकोवन घालता. वी वर वेरी कॉशियस ऑन whom we are fielding. It shouldn't happen that we are fielding someone, they get elected and they defect. So we were having certain people, certain requirements in which आमकां अशे लोक जाय आसलेले जे प्रामाणीक आसलेले, very honest, integral. Integrity and honesty, competence, that were the criteria. And we could not find much people in Goa who were not affiliated to other parties and parallelly who were affiliated to the cause of Goa. आमकां चारूच जाण मेळ्ळे. We didn't get much time after registration of our party. तेका लागून आमी चारूच फील्ड केला. Now basically what we are trying to do is we are trying to create that importance which was there in 1960s and 70s, wherein a opposition party and opposition in the assembly जे formidable ahilele, powerful ahilele, who were more powerful than ruling. If you see, sir, what is Goa today, what we are enjoying as Goa today is largely because of the formidability of the opposition party then, United Goans Party. जर त्या टायमार युनायटेड गोवन्स पार्टी नासलेली जाल्यार MGPन असेंब्लीन रेजोल्यूशन सुद्धा घेतलेले टू मर्ज गोवा विथ महाराष्ट्र.
वयतले आशिल्ले. It would have been something like Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg.
Exactly.
And there would have not been chief minister.
Exactly. It would have been just a representative from one or two maybe districts into the Maharashtra assembly.
But Goa would have lost its own unique identity.
Correct.
I foresee that you intend to have a positive growth in the future.
Yes.
And you are not looking only for tomorrow, but day after tomorrow and further still.
Yes.
And you also believe that what is important is the integrity, the character, and not the winnability.
Yes.
Are those your strongest points?
Yes, sir, definitely. See, what we if we invest in people, if we take time to understand the characteristics of people, then these people will be with us for a longer period of time. And we won't be like, amka also ghat marchana amche. Largely because, see, what has happened with, in the name of regional parties, what we have in today, MGP, Goa Forward, ह्याच इलेक्शनाचे एक्झाम्पल घेतले जाल्यार दीस पीपल आर ऑलरेडी इन टच ऑर इन अलायन्स विथ अदर नॅशनल पार्टीज. मागीर असले रिजनल पार्टी गोंयाक जायत कित्याक?
And what we have seen, these regional parties that we have or we had, they criticize the governments, but when they think the hour is come for them to make whatever they want, they join them, and there is no shame on that.
Exactly. MGP, Goa Forward, they were into the ruling last time. Prior to that election of 2017, they were cursing them.
So where are we heading with this type of politics? Do you think you'll be able to cleanse the system?
Definitely. It will take time, but we have to. We don't have any other option right now in front of us. Amka ata new breed of leaders we want. If Goa has to be survived, we need new breed of leaders who will be very honest, integrity will be very high and highly competent. These three criteria has to be there. Otherwise, even if कोण honest aha, election elo, these people around them, they will not allow that person or a politician to survive there in this system.
So you'll have to have a strong grassroots basis.
Definitely.
And that entails a lot of hard work, or
Yes.
maybe sharp work, that's what now they talk. Are you involved in the grassroots movement? I can share with you that when Goinsu Awaz took up all these programs, people were taken up.
Yes.
But you have lost a little bit of steam thereafter.
That is the precise reason why we are contesting or focusing on 4 constituencies. See, we don't want to go into these elections and eyeing we will be coming into ruling. We are eyeing that opposition space. We want a formidable opposition like in 60s and 70s. We want to be keeping this government, whoever comes in ruling, we want to be keeping sharply on the edges. तांकां धारेर धरपाक जाय आमकां. That is the precise reason we are contesting only 4 constituencies, wherein Kalangut is one, Madkai is one, Kumbarzuwa and Thivim. All our candidates are highly competent, dedicated to the cause of Goa.
And are you sure that they will never leave you?
No,
Even they are tempted with gold somewhere else.
no. We can vouch for that.
You are that strong.
Yes, yes. Vishwas आसा.
ओके बट आयज म्हाका जाल्यार कोणाचेरच विश्वास ना आनी गोंयकारांचेर विश्वास कमी जायत वयता कित्याक आयज पळय आमी पळयता हांव तें आसपाचें न्हू रडपाचेंय न्हू कितें सांगपाचें कांयच खबर ना तुका कितें दिसता
मानता हांव सिच्युएशन मातशी ट्रिकी आसा डिफिकल्ट आहा आमकांच लोकांचेर विश्वास करपाक आनी ते परत कमींग ऑन दॅट 4 कॅन्डिडेट्स दॅट इज वन ऑफ द रिजन्स आमकां बाकीचे 36 कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सीन अशे विश्वास दवरपा सारके आमचे लोक मेळोंक ना. जे आसा आमचे लोक तांकां अशें दिसता की दे आर नॉट रायप फॉर द सिच्युएशन नाव. दे देमसेल्फ आर टेलिंग अस की आमी जर थंय गेले इलेक्ट जावन येयले जाल्यार ते बाकीचे लोक आसा ते आमकां सर्वायव जावन दिवचे ना. सो इट्स बेटर वी पुट इन फोकस इंटू 4 कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सीज. We put all our strength into that and get whoever are there right now, जे आमचे matured leaders are, तांकां elect करून हाडया.
But you will have to do lot of work, let me share with you. Because Goa has seen the worst of defections. The worst in India. The worst. There has never been what we have seen now. And we have seen that there is no guarantee that tomorrow if you are coming on X party that you may not join Y or even Z. Worst is there are assemblies, MLAs who were elected on X party. They resigned. They contested at the same assembly segment on Y party and they got re-elected. That means the voter also is very gullible now.
एक एक्झाम्पल शेअर करता सर, एक्झाम्पल इन अ सेन्स पास्ट एक्सपिरियन्स. One party which has recently come into Goa, which is not a Goa based party, it is some other state's regional party. They approached us. Since we were regional based now, say they approached us saying that Tumi amcha angada kidak येना. And our question to them was, तुम्ही तुमच्या स्टेटान इलेक्शन लढता रिजनल पार्टीज आहे म्हणून, तुम्ही बाकीच्या स्टेटांनी वयता सेईंग दॅट अल्टरनेटिव्ह टू BJP इज रिजनल पार्टीज नाव, आणि तुम्ही जेन्ना गोंयान येता तेन्ना तुमकां स्वता इलेक्शन कंटेस्ट करचें आसता. वॉट इज द रिजन? दे कूड नॉट आन्सर अस बॅक. बट इट इज लायक जर BJP 10 आमदार 10+2 outright wholesale purchase करू शकता, these other political parties which are not from Goa, they also have money. They think that anyone and everyone from Goa is purchasable commodity.
That is the message that in the last, especially in last 5 years, has been sent.
Correct.
That guns are easily available, and big money is big change.
Yes, and that is where we are the change. We declined their offer. Not just their offer, many other political parties had offered us. See, we are having, even though 3 or 4, but we are having very good, formidable leaders. And everyone is actually telling them to come on board. But we are declining everything, largely because these are the causes. How we are going to solve our malaria problem by discussing with mosquitoes? These are mosquitoes now. And entire Goa is under the grip of malaria.
You are absolutely right, because there are different types of mosquitoes, and different types of them spread different types of diseases in
Exactly.
But your rallies, what you all had, they were crowd pullers.
Thank you, sir.
And all of a sudden there was nothing happening. I don't know why. That steam has been lost, or you think it is still alive?
It is largely because of what was happening globally. See, we don't wanted to put our people in trouble
because of corona.
Exactly. Yes.
But at that time you drew a lot of people all over Goa. And people need to come back on that. So you'll have to do a lot of work.
Yes, and we are ready to do that, sir.
You have still all those workers who were there with you at that time, they are also with you now?
Most of the people are with us, largely in these 4 constituencies wherein we are contesting.
And what is your feeling? You must have met at least some of your prospective voters.
Yes, we are already into the campaign mode. We are getting very good response. Everyone knew what Goichawaz had done all this while. So they are very appreciative and very supportive.
That means the ball is now in the court of the people.
Yes.
People, they are the final kings of this game.
Yes.
If people also go with freebies or money or whatever it is, then you know that Goa is gone.
Yes. And people, by and large, by this time, they know. See, what has happened, everyone is offering monies, everyone is offering freebies. And what Corona was a wake-up call for everyone. आमी सगळ्यांनी पळयलें कोरोना जो जिवूच ना जाल्यार सगळे घेवन कितें करतले. All this money, all these freebies, it is not a exchange for your life, no. For your life, your loved one lives. So people are also matured now. आमी जितले कडेन वयता, they know what they want.
There is a strong anti-incumbency wave.
Yes.
But unfortunately, the opponents are all divided. And if you look at the fragmentation of the votes, the ultimate winners will be the same who are now ruling.
I doubt on that, because people also know by now that some new entries into the fray now, like the other states parties, and few who were also in the fray from last time, they have been projected by BJP. People know them. People tell us when we go for campaigning, they themselves tell us.
You think people have become now smarter or smart, or they're not bothered?
Largely, sir, कशें आहा गोंयान न्हू, there is large chunk of voters who are silent voters. They observe, they are very intelligent. आमी सगळ्यांकूच न्हू अशें कॅटेगरायज करप बरोबर न्हू. आमच्या गोंयान voters are very good. Voters are very intelligent. They know what is happening, and they know whom they have to choose this time.
दिसता तुका
हय तर
तूं कितले सुमार लोकांक मेवला आतां सुमार एटलीस्ट 50%?
yes, more than 50%.
Okay,
More than
that's good.
50%.
That's good.
Yeah.
And actually, you are from Mulgaon.
Yeah.
And you are contesting in Thivi.
Yes.
What is the reason for that?
If you see, Thivim constituency, Asnara falls in Thivim constituency. Once you cross that Par bridge, you are into Mulgaon. So I am the neighbor of Thivim constituency. And reason being, opting for Thivim constituency was अजून पर्यंत हांवें बिचोलेन जितलें काम करूंक ना तेच्या पेक्षा जास्त काम हांवें बार्देजान केलां. द टू मोस्ट प्रॉमिनंट सब्जेक्ट मॅटर्स जे घेवन आमी ह्या इलेक्शनाक देंवता एज फार एज थिवीम कॉन्स्टिट्युन्सी इज कन्सर्न, दॅट इज वॉटर अँड खजान्स. Water issue is largely catering to entire Bardes Taluka, and the cause of that issue, the problem lies in Thivim constituency. आमचे असनोरा वॉटर ट्रिटमेंट प्लांट आसा दॅट कॅटर्स वॉटर टू एंटायर बार्देस तालुका. Now the problem with this water treatment plant which is in Asnora, actually Asnora गांव तो पूण मोयते म्हणून एक गांव आहा in within that Asnora village panchayat jurisdiction. मोयते म्हणून गांव आहा ते मोयत्यान तो वॉटर ट्रिटमेंट प्लांट आहा, फिल्ट्रेशन प्लांट. द प्लांट इज कॅटरिंग टू एंटायर बार्देस तालुका. द डिमांड ऑफ बार्देस तालुका पर डे इज 125 MLD and the design capacity of this Asnara water treatment plant is 92 MLD.
So there will be a shortage.
Absolutely, there is serious shortage of water in entire Bardes Taluka.
And this government could do nothing about it.
We have written hundred of times to this government. We have, and in fact, we had written to all the MLAs of Bardes Taluka telling them that it is not the problem of scarcity, not only the problem of scarcity of water, but also the pollution of water.
Yeah, so that means a mismanagement.
It is lack of will. They are not interested in these things. आमचे तुमकां पयलीं खबरूच आसतलें, गोंयांत प्रत्येक घराक न्हू बांय आसलेली, ऑर एटलिस्ट कलेक्टिवली 4-5 घरांक एक बांय आसताली. दॅट वॉज फ्री वॉटर फॉर अस. आमकां कोणी दिवपाची गरज नासलेली. वॉट दीस पीपल हॅव डन लार्जली बिकॉज ऑफ दीस आपलो फायदो ह्या पॉलिटिशनांनी जो केलो, तेंच्यांनी कितें केलें, आमचे जे फ्री रिसोर्सीस आसलेले लायक वॉटर, दे हॅव डिस्ट्रॉयड इट. आमचे almost 50% of the wells are polluted. Then they came up with this tap water. Now there is no control. आमचे एक हेल्थ एक्ट म्हणून आहा. अंडर दॅट एनीवन एंड एवरीवन गेट्स वॉटर कनेक्शन, वॉटर एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. आतां म्हणटा गोंयान उदक ना आनी इलेक्ट्रिसिटी शॉर्टेज पडटा. बट देन दिस हेल्थ एक्ट इज अलाउविंग ऑल द इल्लिगल स्ट्रक्चर्स टू बी गिवन दीस कनेक्शन्स.
So all these illegalities which are there, they are being promoted.
Exactly. But what is suffering is the legal people. Legally ज्यांची पयली पासून जी घरां आसलेली, जे लिगली घरां बांदून रावता, तांकां आतां शॉर्टेज येवपाक लागला. And who has to take care of this? There is one department known as TCP, Town and Country Planning Department. Where is the planning then? गोंयान प्लॅनिंग नांवाचो प्रकारूच उरूंक ना, लार्जली बिकॉज वेन वी चूज दीस टायप ऑफ पीपल, पॉलिटिशियन्स एज आर रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्ह, दे डोंट नो ABC अबाउट प्लॅनिंग.
Because today land, the big land sharks which have come, it's become a land mafia now, which is dominating the entire scene.
Most of our political representatives are directly or indirectly involved in real estate business.
Yes, either they are in the business or they are brokers.
Yes.
And it goes on. So Goa has been now concretized.
Yes.
And what is your future plan to halt this type of development which is not sustainable?
Strictly enforcing of all the rules and regulations which are existing in Goa right now.
So that means you'll have to tackle corruption.
Exactly.
Will you be able to?
Yes, definitely.
Because corruption today is rampant.
Yes.
How will you stop or minimize? You cannot eradicate anymore now.
See, I was largely for past 20 years into administration, management. So enforcing whatever is laid down in the procedures, in the rules, in the regulations, that is our forte. We have to only ensure that whatever there in the rules and regulations, we have to enforce it. You have to tell all your administrative staff, all your government employees, you have to follow the rule of the land. That is enough. And slight changes in all these bad amendments which has come, like 16B in TCP Act, Regional Plan 2021. You take care of that, automatically everything will start falling in its place.
But these big sharks who will come from Delhi, they will make your life very, very miserable.
We are ready to face that.
You are ready to face them.
Definitely. See, there is no gain without pain. And we thoroughly understand that.
So you are prepared for all that.
Kurchet Pattalen, so we don't have any other choice. Otherwise, Goa is gone.
They say that Goa is already gone, and
No.
whatever little is there is going to be very difficult to be retained.
सर पळय कशें आहा आतां न्हू आमची गाडी जी आहा पळय गोंयची दॅट इज गोईंग इन फूल स्विंग इन डिस्ट्रक्शन मोड. सो फर्स्ट स्टेप इज गेट इट अंडर कंट्रोल. ब्रेक मारचे पडटले. ते ब्रेक मारप हे इलेक्शनाक जावपाक जाय. वी हॅव टू स्लो डावन दीस डिस्ट्रक्शन फर्स्ट, देन वी कॅन टेक द रिवर्स.
But corruption is जावपाक, it needs two. With one hand you cannot clap. People are also becoming quite smart in doing the corruption also. And if yesterday it was 10 rupees, today is 1,000. People are ready also to give 1,000 now.
सगळ्यांक न्हू सर एकाच ब्रॅकेटान घालप बरोबर जावचें ना. इट इज नॉट रायट टू पुट ऑल द पीपल, द एंटायर पब्लीक इन वन ब्रॅकेट. We are having certain people who are very happy with BJP, if you see. In spite of all these happenings, all the sufferings which people have undergone, few section of people are still happy, but large section of people are not happy. So similarly, when we talk about corruption, few section of people will promote, will encourage corruption, but large section of people, they don't want corruption.
But then they don't talk it out. They don't demonstrate. And I don't know.
They wait for 5 years.
Let's hope so. You took pretty long time to be registered as a political party. Did you face strong hurdles or no hurdles at all?
It was a very tough job for us to get our party
And who
registered.
made this tough?
I'll tell you, sir. See what happened in December, not last year, prior to that, in 2020. We decided that we will be going political. We actually all this while we have been operating as Goicho Awaz. So we had applied our political party's name as Goicho Awaz Party. We applied for that, and surprisingly some people from Goa who are basically into government, they objected to it. They objected to it, saying that it shouldn't, the name Goicho Awaz Party shouldn't be given to any political outfit. Now, हेज्या फाटल्यान थोडे reasons असलेले, largely because when we applied for Goicho Awaz to be registered as society, as NGO, strange thing happened that registrar didn't allow us to register, saying that there is already one NGO by name Goikarancho Awaz, which is registered, your name is sounding similar to that. We said okay, and what we did, we applied to that NGO Goikarancho Awaz asking for their consent. We got that consent. And we went back to registrar, but prior to that, some other people came in asking for that same name, Goicho Awaz. Their application was also rejected, but that was allowed with just a prefix, Ho Goicho Awaz.
So if they want, they can allow anything.
Yes. They just wanted to demolish the movement, the people's movement.
No,
This
it
was-
had become a very strong movement.
Yes.
Let me share with you. It's a fact of life.
Yes.
I may like or I may not like, but I have to admit that you all were making big waves. And I think that came in the way of your recognition.
But कशें आहा सर, आमकां नांव मेळोंक दिवंक ना, that is not going to demoralize us. People remain the same, the spirit remains the
To me,
same.
you didn't leave at that. You said you'll fight.
Yes, definitely. The matter is still with registrar now for our NGO registration, and as far as political party goes, we got the most apt name. It's Goicho Swabiman. Swabiman stands for self-respect. Now, most of these politicians, they not only have sold their self-respect, but they are selling our state self-respect also. Goicho Swabiman हे विकून खावपाक बसला आता थंयसर.
It's a good brand name that you have, but better than your name I'll tell you what I like about you. Is your symbol.
Yes.
There's a beautiful symbol that has been given a player with a football.
Yeah.
And in Goa, I don't think so you'll have to tell them what is your symbol.
Yes, yes. Many people they are welcoming us. Are तुम्ही football player, good म्हणता. We all played football.
So I'm right in that.
Yes. We tell our people, whoever we meet, we tell our people, you vote for yourself because you were players.
Yes. And now you are fully registered.
Yes.
So there's no problem.
No problem.
So officially you are on the political play field.
Yes, sir.
What is your next step now that you are in for? Eventually, maybe by the next elections, you will strengthen your position.
We have to, because otherwise, these elections we are trying to apply the brakes. We are eyeing for this opposition spaces. So we are trying to apply the brakes, and by 2027 we will be putting that reverse gear.
And you have enough of your workers now with you who will be conversing for all four of you?
Yes. We are focusing in 4 constituencies, so we are basically concentrating all our supporters into these 4 constituencies.
And in TVIM, who do you think is your key rival, or there are no rivals?
There are a couple largely being BJP. Nilkant Harankar, he was last time in Congress. He was those out of 10 people, he was one of the people who had jumped from Congress to BJP. So people are very disappointed with him, and rightly so, because he had not taken people in confidence while making that decision. तुम्ही व्हिडिओ बीन पळयलाच आसतले, people are literally throwing him out from their houses. So he is one. Second is TMC. Kiran Khanolkar wife is contesting from Thivim constituency. Now it's very strange, largely because see, Kiran स्वतः Aldana बसता, Mailek Thiek बसयला. They are both contesting on a party which is not Goa's party, which is Bengal's party. So he is the second, and third being RG. Now RG is also, they were initially working with us. They have come up with certain local issues, but I don't think those issues what they are taking are formidable enough or legally viable for them to be executed.
So you have rivals.
Yes,
And,
couple of them.
and you are confident that you will be able to check them.
Yes, I am confident largely because of the intelligence of my voters.
Okay, so you have already sensed their mood as of now.
Yes.
Of
yes.
course, and as you have said, there will be a lot of silent voters.
Yes.
And you will know better than what I know, because we sit here and it's easy from this studio to tell you X, Y, and Z, but you have the ground realities with you.
Yes. Sir.
What is your message to the people as they go and vote on 14th February?
The message being, ह्या फावटी आमकां गोंय आनी फक्त गोंयूच पळोवपाक जाय. तेज्या भायर आनीक काय पळोवपाचें आतां जर डिसिजन घेवंक ना, आमी गोंय पळोवंक ना, आमी स्वता बद्दल पळोवंक ना, जाल्यार हेज्या फुडें मागीर आमकां आमचें पळोवपाक कोण उरचलो ना. इट इज लायक यू हॅव टू वोट फॉर योर सेल्फ दीस टायम. आवर टॅगलायन इज चॉयस इज योर्स, इट इज हियर. We are the choice for you.
But you will have to go to the people and strongly plead with them and put this into their minds and their heart.
Yes.
So are they convinced?
Yes, definitely they are convinced. When we tell our party's name, that is Goicho Swabhiman Party, and we have to just tell them, आमचो स्वाभिमान खंय उरला आतां, सारकें तुमचें म्हणटा. So that is how people are reacting to even our party's name. तुम्ही नावूय बेस घेतला म्हणटा.
Ultimately, I think what we need is more clean and better educated Goan candidates into the political system, because this mess, this filth has to be filtered or cleaned or eradicated.
Correct, sir. Correct.
Will you all be able to do that? At least send a message that we are on the stage.
Yes. We want to do that. We are eyeing the opposition space because we think, like in 60s and 70s, we need formidable opposition in Goa who will take care and only work for the interest of Goa and nothing else.
You will raise the issues pertaining to the growth and development of Goa and for the Goans.
Definitely.
Thank you very much for being with us, and we wish you all the best. But you have a lot of hard work to be done. All the best, Swapnesh Sherlekar.
येस
देव बरें करूं तुका.
थँक्यू सर देव बरें करूं तुमकां बी